mean it, which is that it is great to see all of you here this morning as we gather to honor what makes Albany Law School so exceptional. At a time where we are constantly bombarded with news of uncertainty and chaos, I'm just so honored and fortunate to host this just incredibly, positive, moving, and heartwarming event. I'm certain that at the end of these awards, you will walk away later this morning with a smile on your face as we head into the weekend and the holiday season. Today is about celebrating you, the alumni, volunteers, mentors, judges, advisors, and advocates who give your time and talent to this institution. Every conversation with a student, every hour spent coaching a moot court team, every interview, every note of encouragement makes a real difference. Today, you strengthen Albany Law School and ensure that its values continue to live on through each generation of graduates. Your dedication and generosity don't just support the school, they inspire it. You remind us that Albany Law isn't just a place where we earned our degrees, but a place we build together year after year through service and connection. This morning, we'll take time to recognize a few extraordinary alumni whose leadership and impact reflect the very best of this spirit. We're grateful to have President and Dean Cinnamon Carlarn, members of the Board of Trustees, and so many colleagues, family, and friends with us to share in this really special morning. So thank you to each and every one of you who serves, volunteers, and leads by example. And now let's begin our program and celebrate the outstanding members of our community who embody the very best of Albany Law School. All right, so on to our first award, and that will be the Humanitarian Achievement Award. It's an honor and a privilege to present the National Alumni Association's Humanitarian Achievement Award that recognizes those who use their legal training to improve lives, fight justice, and expand access to justice. This year, we are proud to celebrate Nick Rangel, class of 2012. Nick, where are you? Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to say all these wonderful things first, and then I'll have you come up. Okay, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew where you were in the room. Okay, so Nick is the class of 2012 whose leadership and compassion have an extraordinary impact across our community and our profession. Nick currently serves as Executive Director of the Legal Aid Society of Northeastern New York, where she leads a team of attorneys and advocates working every day to protect the rights and dignity of those most in need. She also serves as adjunct faculty at Albany Law School, mentoring and inspiring students to use their legal education in service to others. Nick's connection to Albany Law runs deep. As a student, she was active in Amnesty International, the Pro Bono Society, Outlaw, and the Latino American Law Student Association, all organizations that reflect her lifelong commitment to equality and inclusion. Since graduation, Nick has remained one of Albany Law's most engaged alumni. You've likely seen her at many of our programs like Kate Stoneman Day, alumni receptions, and the events focused on diversity, access to justice, and civic engagement. Nick is also on the advisory board for the Government Law Center. Her leadership extends across the state. Nick serves on the New York State Unified Court System's Permanent Commission on Access to Justice, the Executive Committee of the New York State Bar Association, and in leadership roles with both the Hispanic National Bar Association and the National Lawyers Guild, connecting and empowering legal communities across New York and beyond. So you couldn't come up yet, we have more, okay? Her path has been guided by service from the start, from her early work as an educator, EMT, and nonprofit leader, to her later public service as deputy and ethics counsel for the New York State Senate Majority, to her current role leading one of the most respected legal aid organizations in our region, the Legal Aid Society of Northeastern New York. Nick's dedication, humility, and compassion reflect the best of Albany Law School. Her work reminds us that the law is not just a profession, but a calling that can transform lives and strengthen our communities. Nick, on behalf of the National Alumni Association and the entire Albany Law community, it is my great privilege to present you with the Humanitarian Achievement Award.
Good morning. Thank you so much. It's an incredible honor to receive the Humanitarian Award from the National Alumni Association of Albany Law School this morning. Humanitarianism is a long word. I will mess it up some point today, but to me has always meant something simple. It's using whatever you have, your time, your skills, your voice, to lift up others. It's about seeing dignity in every person and fighting to protect it. That belief has guided every chapter of my life and is what brings me here today. When I first got the email about this award, I thought, are you sure? Most days, I'm like just trying to keep my inbox under control and make sure the office coffee supply doesn't collapse. It's a disaster. But truly, thank you. I'm profoundly grateful and deeply humbled. I come from a family that understood service in their bones. My great-grandfather, a World War I veteran, graduated from Albany Law School in 1912, and my grandfather apprenticed after attending in the 60s, later becoming an ALJ for the Social Security Administration. Both believed that being a lawyer meant being a servant to justice, and that's something I practice every day. I grew up in a trailer park in rural North Carolina, the first daughter of an Army soldier and a Marine, two people who taught me that service is not just a duty, it's a way of life. We didn't have much, but that didn't stop us from finding ways to help others. Those early lessons weren't just about charity. They were about recognizing the inherent worth of every person, regardless of circumstance. From volunteering at food pantries as a child, something we all need to be doing today too, to becoming an EMT before I turned 18, to leading fundraisers in high school and college, joining AmeriCorps twice, I lead with the belief that humanitarian work isn't something I do occasionally, it is who I am. Albany Law School didn't just make me a lawyer. It deepened my capacity to serve. It gave me the tools to transform that compassion into action. I paired my JD with an MPA because I wanted to not just practice law, but to advance justice and equity at every level. After graduation, I served as the first pro bono fellow at Albany Law School, working to build a culture of service among law students. Then I spent nearly a decade in public service with the New York State Senate, always asking, how can we make these systems work for everyone? Today, as Executive Director at Legal Aid Society for Northeastern New York, I have the great privilege of leading an extraordinary team, attorneys, advocates, staff, who embody humanitarianism every single day. They fight for housing, safety, health, family stability, and economic security. They understand that at LASNY, the practice of law is not just about the rules, it's about the people. It's about ensuring that justice isn't reserved for those who can afford it. Each of the boards, committees, task forces, there's many, that I serve on reflect that shared belief that our justice system must work for everyone, especially those historically pushed to the margins. Service and humanitarianism aren't abstractions. They are daily choices. To the students here, I think there are some. One day you might stand where I am, and my advice is to say yes to opportunities that scare and maybe challenge you. Stay connected to the communities that you serve, and never forget that being a lawyer is a privilege that gives you power, real power, to change lives. Give yourself and of yourself generously. That's what it means to be a humanitarian. Standing here today kind of feels like coming full circle, not just for me, but for a family that believed in service above self. So to Albany Law School, thank you for launching so many of us into this work, including Ruth Miner, the 1923 founder of LASNY, who graduated from Albany Law School. You've been sending humanitarians into the world for many generations. And to my team, my family, my community, thank you for giving me purpose. I'm humbled, I'm proud, and above all, I'm committed to continuing this work that bends the arc towards justice, even if it's one client at a time. And before I close, I do want to ask for help. At LASNY, we fight every day to close the justice gap. We can't do it alone. And if you believe, as I do, that justice should not depend on income, please keep LASNY in mind when you make your year-end gift. That's humanitarianism in action. Thank you so much. Really wonderful.
morning, and congratulations, Nick. Among the many hats that Nick wears in all of her abundant free time, as Ben mentioned, she's on the advisory board of our Government Law Center, so we're really thrilled to have her with us and advising us every day. I'm Pat Wilds. I'm the director of the Government Law Center. I always say here at Albany Law School, but we're actually not here for once for an event, but really thrilled to be here at the Desmond with all of you. And I'm also, maybe more importantly than my title, a proud alumni of the law school class of 2016. It's an honor to present today's Outstanding Young Alumni Award, which recognizes graduates within the last decade who've demonstrated extraordinary commitment to Albany Law School through consistent volunteerism and engagement. This year's recipient, Assemblymember Gabriela Romero, class of 2018, didn't wait 10 years to have an impact. It's only been less than 7 since you graduated. And she's quickly built an inspiring record of service in those 7 years and change since she walked the halls of our law school. But for those of us who know her, her impact started far before she got to law school. We're very fortunate to know that her commitment to the school really is just only beginning. Gabriella currently serves, for those who don't know, as Assembly Member of New York State's 109th Assembly District, representing Albany, New Scotland, and parts of Guilderland. A proud daughter of 2 unionized state workers, we were just talking about that this morning. She was raised to believe in the power of public service and collective action, values that continue to guide her today and in all of her work. Before her election to the Assembly, Gabriella served both as a public defender, advocating for justice, dignity in the criminal legal system, and starting in 2021 as an elected member of the Albany Common Council, where she represented, again, our city. We're not in Albany right now, our capital city's 6th ward. Her work addressing the root causes of crime, poverty, housing insecurity, and inequity continue to frame her lifelong commitment to building stronger, healthier, and more just communities. Gabrielle has also continued and enhanced her connection to Albany Law. As a student, she served as editor-in-chief of the Government Law Review. She was a pro bono scholar, and I was fortunate to have the pleasure of serving alongside her on our Student Bar Association Senate, so maybe that was your first time in elected office. In all these capacities, she's remained laser-focused on using her legal education to serve others. Since graduating, she's remained one of our most engaged young alums, returning often for our own Government Law Center programming, Kate Stoneman Day, Balsas James Campbell, Matthews Banquet, Capital Region Networking Receptions, Reunion Weekends, you name it. Wherever Albany Law gathers, Gabriella shows up. Our law school and the Government Law Center were recently thrilled to be honored with the #1 ranking in the country for government law. So maybe a quick round of applause for that. That recognition, of course, reflects strong public sector job placement, campus-wide collaboration, and a deep commitment to career preparedness. What I don't know that the rankings officially account for, but they should, is a testament to the impact that our alumni are making in government and public service. And every day, our team at the Government Law Center works to train that next generation of public sector lawyers and leaders, looking to people like Assemblymember Romero as examples of the extraordinary service you can aspire to if you're a student at Albany Law. So I'm looking at you folks in the back. You have a lot to live up to, but we're excited to work with you to get there. Assemblymember Romero, your leadership, your example, and your steadfast connection to this school inspire our entire alumni community. On behalf of the NAA and Albany Law School, it's my great privilege to present you with the Outstanding Young Alumni Award.
Thanks, Pat. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this recognition. It is really sweet and really kind and honestly kind of shocking for me. It means more than I can say to be honored as a young alumna, especially at a time when public service has become more urgent and more personal than ever. When I graduated back, Bappa, is that your phone? Give a moment for Bappa to silence his phone. When I graduated back in 2018, I never imagined that I'd be standing here or be in elected office or that I've accomplished everything that I have in the time frame that I have. That I'd be elected to represent Albany's 6th ward, that I'd be representing the 109th Assembly District, being the first Latina to be elected to upstate New York in the New York State Legislature. That path was not linear for those that understand my political trajectory, and it certainly wasn't walked alone. My family, my mentors, my community, and everyone that believed that someone like me should have a seat at the table, they are the reason that I'm here this morning. And I'm really honored to be joined by my incredible parents and my partner. These three people are truly the reason that I'm standing here right now. They deserve the applause. But what I carry from my time at Albany Law School isn't the coursework, which I'm sure my professors could probably tell you. It's the conviction and the true reality that institutions only matter if they're connected to the people that they serve. And that's actually what Albany Law School does really well, institutional and experiential learning. And that's what I did, not necessarily the coursework. It's the freedom to try things, fail again and again and again, but truly learn what makes you happy and what gives you joy. That is a blessing. That's a blessing. And that's the connection to community that guides me every day as a lawmaker. It guides everything I do, whether I'm tackling housing issues, fighting for working families, amplifying marginalized voices, or simply trying to make government more human, a little more accessible. Making sure that people can get access to government, but knowing that I might fail. That's frankly what Albany Law gave me. I can't emphasize enough, this award is fuel for me, and I'm so grateful. It reminds me that young leaders, but especially women of color, belong in every room where decisions are made. And it reminds me how powerful it is when an institution like Albany Law School not only educates you, but it continues to uplift and invest after you've left campus. So really, thank you so much. Thank you for seeing me, supporting my work, and giving me yet another reason to keep fighting for New York, for where every person, no matter your zip code, your report card, your housing status, has the chance to thrive. So with gratitude and optimism for the road ahead, thank you so very much.
You. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I like that. I didn't have to repeat it. Yes, early on a Friday morning, too. I love it. I love it. I love it. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Glenisa Gaillard. I am the 2007 graduate of Albany Law School and vice president of the National Alumni Association. It is my distinct honor to present the Donald DeAngelis Year 1960 Excellence in Alumni Service Award, which recognizes alumni whose leadership and dedication reflect the spirit of Donald DeAngelis, class of 1960, the first president of our National Alumni Association. This year, the National Alumni Association Board of Directors proudly recognizes my friend, the Honorable Christina Reba. She's the class of 2001, and this is for her exceptional leadership, devotion to Albany Law, and her deep impact on both our alumni and student communities. Judge Reba was elected to the New York State Supreme Court in 2015, becoming the first person of color elected in the 3rd Judicial Department. Today, continuing on her journey of paving the way for women and people of color, Judge Reba serves as administrative judge for the 3rd Judicial District, overseeing trial court operations across 7 counties. She is the first woman and the first person of color to hold that position. So, Judge Reba is also a strong advocate for fairness and equal access to justice, As co-chair of the Permanent Commission on Access to Justice, she helps ensure that every New Yorker, regardless of circumstance, has the opportunity to be heard. Hearing some themes across the honorees today about that. Judge Reba's impact on Albany Law School has been lasting and personal. She has been a trusted leader and mentor to myself and others in our community for more than 2 decades. During her time as president of the National Alumni Association, she led with steadiness and care at a pivotal moment of transition for the association and the school. Her leadership helped unify the alumni network, strengthen connections with students, and set the tone for the strong community we continue to enjoy today. She went on to serve as a trustee of Albany Law School for more than a decade, helping to shape the school's direction and support its mission. This year, in recognition of her long and distinguished service, she was named Trustee Emerita. I've been practicing this word, and I know I probably just flubbed it, so little grace. This is an honor that reflects the legacy she has built here. Judge Reba has also been an essential partner to the Office of Inclusive Excellence, working closely with Dean Jermaine Cruz and his team to foster belonging, opportunity, and dialogue. She has spoken at numerous programs and events, served as a trusted resource for students, and delivered a moving keynote at the office's year-end celebration, reminding us of the strength and connection that defines the Albany law community. I also want to add a little bit of a brief story here. I don't know, Judge Reba, if you remember. Judge Reba and I, she's been a mentor to me since I was in law school. And even now, I've been following her career and keeping in touch. But I remember one year we were at this is before she became Reba, and we were at a event held by the Capital District Women's Bar Association. I don't know if you remember this, but I needed to bring this up because I feel as though we've come a full circle. After this event, at one of the members' house in the dark driveway in Loudonville, I, and Judge Rice had a conversation about where we would be around this time. And she said, I'm going to be a judge. Judge Rice said, I'm going to be a judge. I said, I'm going to go there, but I'm not sure if I want to be a judge, but I'm still going to be as successful as you. And so in that driveway, us having that conversation, about 15, 20 minutes, and us coming here today, I just want to know that conversation has always stuck with me. And it's been one of the driving forces for where I am today. And to see where you are today, there's so much more that I see for you. So I want to congratulate you personally for that. So whether she's supporting students, mentoring young attorneys, supporting our alumni, or simply showing up to celebrate others, Judge Reba's commitment to Albany law is constant, heartfelt, hands-on, and deeply genuine. And on behalf of the National Alumni Association and the entire Albany law community, it is my greatest privilege to present you with the Donald D. DeAngelis 1960 Excellence in Alumni Award.
I do remember that conversation.
Had to bring it up.
Congratulations, thank you. Thank you, Glenisa, for that wonderful introduction. I feel so old, like I've done all of that. Okay. I'm honored to receive the Donald DeAngelis Excellence in Alumni Service Award, an award named after a true leader, a trustee, and a tireless advocate for alumni engagement. Albany Law School is more than where I earned my law degree almost 25 years ago. It's where I found mentors who believed in me, challenged me, and helped shape the judge and person I am today. That mentorship left a lasting impression, and it's why I've made it a priority to give back in the same way. Throughout my soon-to-be 10 years as an elected Supreme Court Justice, I've had the privilege of welcoming interns from the law school almost every semester. And today I have Raquel Sadler here supporting me. She was my first intern in 2016. She stayed for a year, and it was amazing. And I'm glad that she's doing impressively well as a lobbyist now, so it's great to see that. So other than mentorship, I've also enjoyed serving as a judge in various mock trial programs and mentoring young law students. Watching them grow, bringing their enthusiasm and unique perspectives to chambers has been really rewarding. It has also contributed to my ability to see things from new and relevant perspectives. The next generation, the table back there, of lawyers are blazing their own trails, and I can't wait to see them go even further than we can imagine. This award is a reminder of the supportive community we build when we invest in each other. I share this honor with the students, colleagues, fellow alumni, and my mentors who continue to inspire me every day, including Judge Gary. Thank you to the National Alumni Association, to Albany Law School, and to all of you for this incredible recognition. I'm grateful beyond words. I would also like to express a special thanks to my colleagues joining me today from the 3rd Judicial District, Amelia Sessions, our district executive, our deputy, Matt Schaefer, and my family, of course, not Matt Schaefer. He feels like family. I see him a lot. My family, my brother Carl, his partner Mark, my son Graham, mother-in-law Jackie here today, Alex, my nephew, his wife Elise, and of course my husband Joel, who makes everything possible. So thank you.
Thank you, Judge Riva, and congratulations again. I now have the distinct pleasure of presenting the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award. And I'll try to not forget my glasses again this time on the podium. This award, created in 1998, recognizes an individual's continuous record of service to Albany Law School and is the highest honor bestowed by the National Alumni Association Board of Directors. This award celebrates outstanding professional accomplishment, sustained engagement, and unwavering support of our alma mater. It is my honor to present this year's Distinguished Alumni Award to James E. Hacker, who I think is right over here, class of 1984, an accomplished attorney, trusted community leader, and lifelong supporter of Albany Law School. Jim is the managing partner of Hacker Murphy, LLP, where he has built a reputation as one of New York's premier trial lawyers. His professionalism and integrity have earned him national recognition as a fellow of both the American College of Trial Lawyers and the International College of Trial Lawyers, honors reserved for the top trial lawyers in the country. He served as president of the board at the Legal Aid Society of Northeastern New York, which we heard earlier this morning, the New York State Trial Lawyers Academy, the Albany County Bar Association, and the Albany County Bar Foundation, and has been recognized by his peers with countless distinctions, including Lawyer of the Year and the Capital District Trial Lawyers Daniel H. Mahoney Award. But just as remarkable as Jim's professional success is his service to Albany Law School. He has been a member of the Board of Trustees since 2011, serving as chair from 2017 to 2020. Additionally, he has served as a member of the Government Law Center Advisory Board and has been deeply engaged in nearly every corner of the Albany law community. Jim's steady leadership and deep commitment helped guide the board and the school through critical years of growth and renewal, and his thoughtful counsel continues to make a lasting difference. Jim has also given back to Albany law students in tangible, transformative ways. He created the Johnny Higgins Scholarship and the E. Stewart Jones Jr. Scholarship, ensuring that deserving students can pursue their dreams without the burden of financial strain. His philanthropy has opened doors for future lawyers, especially those who, like him, are driven by integrity and a passion for justice. And beyond the boardroom, Jim remains an active, visible, and enthusiastic presence at Albany Law events, always a part of alumni receptions and golf outings, to all of the rugby outings, including the Watkins Memorial Rugby Tournament, the Government Law Center programs, and milestone reunions. He is a true ambassador for our school and an inspiration for our alumni community. Jim Hacker's career reflects excellence. His service reflects loyalty, and his leadership reflects the very best of Albany Law School. His vision and dedication were instrumental in strengthening the Advancement Division and launching the We Rise Together, the campaign for Albany Law School, a $33 million effort, the most successful fundraising campaign in the school's storied history, helping to place Albany Law School on the strong and successful path it follows today. I mean, it goes without saying that this award is well overdue and a long time coming. On behalf of the National Alumni Association and the entire Albany law community, it is my great privilege to present the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award to James E. Hacker, class of 1984. Left side, right side.
Thanks for those kind words, Ben. Congratulations to Nick Ringel, Assemblywoman Romero, of course, Judge Reba and Mayor Sheehan. Your public service is an inspiration, and I think I'm the only capitalist who's getting an award here today. But Distinguished Alumni Award. I got to tell you, the adjective of distinguished is not something that typically precedes my name. And in all honesty, the term alumni at some point was in doubt as well. The odds were long. When I arrived at Albany in 1984, I was, at best, a disinterested student. Now, don't get me wrong, I was keenly interested in several things, but none of them had to do with law. But for reasons that I still don't understand, two professors, Bill Watkins and Dave Siegel, took an interest in my fledgling career and set me on the correct path and helped me get my first job. The school custodian, John DiMatteo, took me under his wing and hired me as a summer associate on the maintenance crew after my first year of law school, and proceeded to keep me employed during my final 2 years of law school, after school every night for a couple of hours. That job helped me pay my way through law school, helped me pay my living expenses, and gave me the title of the only former chair of the Board of Trustees who has personally tightened every toilet seat in that building. So when people ask me, why? What has been your connection? Why do you stay connected to Albany Law School? My connection is a homage to those three people who made a huge difference in my life. And it's the connection between the faculty, the staff, and the students that makes Albany Law School a special place to me. And I realize that connection continues to this day. We have two exceptionally talented young attorneys in my office who are only there because Joanne Casey and Pat Connors picked up the phone and gave me a call. I want to I see my friends here today. I can't believe some of you drove all this way for this breakfast, got up in the middle of the night to come here. I'm truly touched. Your friendship really has enriched my life. I want to thank my partners for coming here today. My partner, E. Stuart Jones. The greatest professional accomplishment that I've ever received was when Stuart Jones invited me to become his law partner. This man is the greatest. The greatest trial lawyer that this school has produced in its 175-year history. And finally, and most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Susan. Everything I've ever done has only been an effort to impress her. It hasn't worked. I love this profession. I love being a lawyer. 40 years went by too fast. Thank you, and enjoy your day.
Congratulations, Jim. This is a very well-deserved honor. It's been my privilege to serve with you on the board all these years, and you've always been a mentor and a great friend to me. And I look forward to you continuing as an emeritus in the years to come and giving us your voice and your advice and your counsel. I frankly think the board has been amazingly well served by your presence and by Judge Reba's presence on our board. And I look forward to Judge Reba joining us also as an emeritus, because she became one this year. And I think the school is really well served by these outstanding alumni. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I also extend our congratulations to all the other honorees for your extraordinary contributions to Albany Law School. Each of you reminds us of what makes the community so special: the drive to serve, the willingness to lead, and the heart to make lasting change. It is now my great honor to present the Albany Law School Trustees Gold Medal, the highest recognition bestowed by the law school. Since its creation in 1966, the Trustees Gold Medal has recognized those whose leadership and service have profoundly advanced the mission and legacy of Albany Law. This year, it is my privilege to present this award to the Honorable Katherine M. Sheehan, class of 1994, and the Mayor of the City of Albany. Mayor Sheehan is a remarkable leader and a lifelong member of the Albany Law family. Kathy's relationship with Albany Law School spans more than 3 decades, from her days as a student to her service as a trustee to her continued presence as a mentor and role model. She represents the best of what an Albany Law School education inspires, which is a commitment to community, integrity and leadership, and a belief in using the law to make a difference. Kathy's career highlights and successes are very numerous, each a reflection of her commitment to public service. Through her leadership, Kathy has helped shape the future of Albany, making the city stronger, more inclusive, and better for all who call it home. What stands out most is how fully Kathy gives of herself to this institution. She has served on the Board of Trustees since 2011, offering sound judgment, steady leadership, and a genuine belief in the potential of our students. She's one of those leaders who doesn't just serve, she participates. Kathy is present wherever Albany Law gathers, from Kate Stoneman Day and alumni and government relations and government receptions to Capital Region events, Albany Law Review celebrations, and student networking receptions. Wherever there's an opportunity to connect or to give back, she's there and very generous with her time. When Dean Carlon was inaugurated in 2023, Kathy spoke on behalf of the Albany Law community and described what true leadership looks like. She said she was grateful and thrilled that we found a leader who leads with compassion, thoughtfulness, and empathy, traits that are so important today as we work to find common ground, roll up our sleeves, and solve challenges together. Those words were meant to honor the dean, but they describe Kathy just as well. She leads with that same compassion and thoughtfulness, building community, bringing people together, and reminding us that optimism and collaboration remain powerful forces for good. The same qualities that guided her as a student now define her leadership as the 75th mayor of Albany. As she concludes her final term and prepares to step aside in January, we look forward to seeing where her next chapter leads, and most importantly, to having even more of her time and talent here at Albany Law School. You better be showing up. For your leadership, your dedication to public service, and your lasting commitment to this institution, it is my privilege and my honor, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and with deep appreciation and admiration, to present the Trustees Gold Medal to the Honorable Katherine Sheehan, class of 1994.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for your leadership of the Board of Trustees. Albany Law School, as you have heard from the previous honorees, and I want to congratulate Jim and Christina and Gabriella and Nick, people who I have watched in their careers and have had the honor of working with. You heard from them how much they love this place. And Albany Law School is a place that I truly fell in love with. When I was deciding where to go to law school, first of all, when I was deciding whether to go to law school, I had the benefit of people who gave me really great advice about what law school was all about, and I'm joined by my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Bill and Dolores, Albany Law alums, who gave me very good advice. And that advice was that as I was thinking about where to go to law school, if I really wanted to stay in Albany and make a difference in this community, that there was no better place than Albany Law School, because I would meet there colleagues and friends and mentors who would be with me for my entire career. And that was really good advice, because Bill's brother, Bob, had not yet seen the light and actually proposed to me. So it wasn't certain that I would remain here, but thank you, honey. And thank you for all your support throughout law school, because I couldn't have gotten through it without you. But when I walked through the doors of Albany Law School, I met people like Kathy Wolverton, who I'm so touched is here and probably got up in the middle of the night to be here. And many others. There are many members of the class of 94, including our former dean, Alicia Willett, who became family, who truly supported me. It was an environment that was competitive, yes, but mostly just supportive of all of us wanting to help one another do all that we could to succeed in Albany Law School. And I found that in the professors, in the support staff, in everyone there. It truly was this family of support that helped me to not only get through law school, but to love law school, to succeed in law school, to have opportunities, whether it's internships or work study, to expand and explore. And as Nick said, do things that were scary that I didn't think that I could do. All knowing that many of the people in this room had my back and truly wanted to see me succeed. And that gives you a sense of confidence and a sense of belonging that to me is every bit as valuable as what you learn in law school. And that is what this legal community is here in the city of Albany. And I see it and I feel it whether I was practicing law many, many years ago to moving into public service and to whatever my future is going to be. I know that many people in this room will be a part of that. And that to me is what makes Albany Law School so special. And I wouldn't have gone to Albany Law School if it were not for the support that the law school gave me. I was able to get a scholarship. I think you've gotten that back and then some. Because I was a capitalist, and when I was able to give back to this law school, it was without a doubt something that I knew I needed to do because I wanted other people like me to be able to have the experience that this law school gives. And it is truly an honor. It's very humbling for the board, my fellow board of trustee members, who we've gone through a lot together. And we've faced challenges and we've overcome challenges, and we will continue to do all that we can to support this school and to support our students and to support the faculty and to support the mission of Albany Law School. And it is hard work, but it is work that I love doing, and I can't imagine doing it anywhere else. And so I'm going to really date myself and embarrass myself a little bit, because when I walked into Albany Law School on the very first day, and I walked up the front steps, do those doors, are they even open anymore? I don't know. I walked up the front steps because I lived off of New Scotland Avenue, and I walked in, and I was really nervous because, you know, with the scholarship came the requirement that I keep a certain GPA and all of that good stuff. And I was really nervous. I didn't know anything about law school. No one in my family had ever gone to law school. And so in my mind, I played the theme song from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And so, yeah, there are a bunch of people in here who don't even know what that is. But the lyrics to that song are true. That was the experience. I don't know if I breathed it into life. But I stand here today knowing love is all around, no need to fake it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. And I say that to all of the students who are here, but to all of us who have next chapters and new things to do, and I am so grateful for this honor. Thank you.
I've got my glasses just in case. 3 years ago I didn't have them, but now I do. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who haven't had a chance to meet yet, I'm Cinnamon Carlarn, and I am always, and especially today, the very proud president and dean of Albany Law School. This has been such an inspiring and wonderful morning, and I want to say a few things, but before I do, I was just wondering if all of our students could please stand up. These, my friends, are your future leaders as well, and we're so proud of them and so glad that they could be here this morning. Okay, so I'm going to just say a few words to each of our honorees who I know so well. So first to Nick Rangel, congratulations on your extraordinary leadership at the Legal Aid Society and for showing us how compassion and advocacy can really transform lives. We see it every day, but also thank you for being one of the first people that I got to know at this law school, and to see the way in which you not only are doing all this amazing work out in the world, but how you come into our building and show up for our students really every day in different kinds of ways. Because I did get to know you so early on, you came to really, for me, symbolize who we are as a law school in really important ways, and so congratulations. To Assembly Member Gabriela Romero, thank you for demonstrating the power of young alumni engagement, and proving that public service and Albany law spirit really go hand in hand, and for also sharing so much about your personal journey and the way in which we really should just think about all of the different roots and possibilities and expectations that we have. And thank you for showing up for our students. She came and spoke to our Women's Leadership Initiative Law Fellows, and that was an incredible moment. And you could have dropped a pin in that room because they wanted to hear everything that you had to say. And so that impact that you have is just remarkable. To Judge Christina Riba, your truly trailblazing judicial career, steadfast commitment to our alumni and students really reminds us of what it means to lead with integrity and inclusion. And again, getting to know you and working with you through the Board of Trustees, seeing your absolute intensity and commitment and persistence, and then seeing the way in which your career has evolved. It is an inspiration to me, to our students, to seeing the work that you've done with Dean Cruz as well, which is so important, and we are so grateful for that, so thank you. To Jim Hacker, your vision and generosity and wonderful humor, because we all need humor, and so you bring that to us. But your vision and generosity have strengthened Albany Law's foundation and really kind of structured and secured our future in so many different ways. You, of course, have made, as we heard, an enduring difference for generations to come. But I have to say that all of the conversations that we've had through our trustee meetings and beyond, and to hear the way in which your experiences at Albany Law and the very personal nature of those experiences, and the way in which people invested in you that we heard again today, and then the way in which you've turned that around to invest in dozens, if not hundreds, of our students as they've come out of the law school, again, really speaks to who we are as a community. And so you really are very much at the foundation of that. And to Mayor Kathy Sheehan, your leadership has shaped not only our city in so many ways, and I have to say, because I was new to Albany, I got to know not only Albany Law through you, but also the city of Albany. And coming to your presentations and hearing you talk about the city and all of the hope and the possibility and the work that you've done and the investment and thinking about our community as this kind of constantly evolving system has been really, really meaningful to me to kind of feel not only a part of Albany Law, but a part of Albany and the way in which they come together and all of the power and possibility there. And you really do, throughout all of your, also humor, I have to say, but through all of your commitment and your service, it really does stand as this kind of shining example of the Albany Law tradition in action. And I can't wait to be part of whatever comes next with you, because I can only imagine how exciting it's going to be. And of course, we have our Ohio connection too. But thank you, honestly, for everything that you've done. For all of you, your leadership, your service, and as you heard, your compassion reflect everything we strive to kind of nurture and be at Albany Law School. Each of you have built careers that truly improve lives, strengthen communities, and lift the people around you, including everyone in this room. It's been such a privilege to listen to the stories today, stories of using the law and your Albany Law education, not simply as a profession, but as a purpose. Each of you show our students and our alumni what it really looks like to lead with heart and to give back with generosity and to make a true difference in lots of different ways, capitalist and otherwise. Today's celebration is called Celebrating Service and Volunteer Excellence, and that title truly captures the essence of what makes Albany Law so very special. This isn't just a school, as every one of you here knows. It is a school that produces excellent lawyers, of course, but it's a community that produces leaders, mentors, advocates, and lifelong friends. So to all of our volunteers in the room, thank you. You make Albany Law School more than a place of learning. You make it a community. And I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the National Alumni Association, to Ben Wolf for his leadership. He's been an incredible leader. I hope that you've all seen that in a variety of ways, and he's just been wonderful to work with. To Sachi Vines, where is Sachi? There you are, who, if you don't know yet, you absolutely will. And she's come in and made such an incredible difference in our school. And to our entire advancement and alumni engagement team, who are such hardworking folks, and who know each one of you in the room, and who do so much for our law school and really help bring us together. And of course, to our Board of Trustees, to Dan Grossman, to everyone who really joins in the leadership and the governance of the school to ensure that we succeed. Just really thank you for the steadfast support and for advancing the mission of the law school. So again, it's been a wonderful morning here with each of you, and congratulations again to our 2025 honorees. I can't imagine a better group. So thank you to everyone else here in the room who continues to really make Albany Law the place that it is and allows us to continue to thrive in lots of important ways. So thank you. Am I inviting Ben back up? Okay, Ben.
All right, thank you, Dean Carlon. So as a trial lawyer, I try not to make promises that I can't deliver on, but I believe at the beginning I said that you would walk away from this with a smile on your face and that it would be an amazing start to the weekend and the holiday season, and I'm pretty sure that I delivered. So I hope that you all feel that way. So we'll just go back to the script, which is that it has been a great morning for Albany Law School, and it's been an honor to celebrate the incredible achievements and service we've heard about today. To all our alumni and volunteers, thank you. Your continued dedication to Albany Law is inspiring. I know she thanked me, but it's going back, which is that my sincere thanks as well to Dean Carlarn, the Board of Trustees, and then the Dean kind of stole my thunder a little bit because I also wanted to sing Sachi Vines' praises. If you don't know her, please meet her. She's the director of alumni engagement. And at the moment that I took this position, the prior person was Jeff Saber, who did an incredible job. I think Jeff's here somewhere. And at the same time I took this position, he left, which I took personally. I've somewhat forgiven him because we're now in incredible hands. And again, if you haven't met Sachi, please do. This feeling that you have is the result of a lot of her hard work. So congratulations once again to all our honorees and to each of our remarkable volunteers. Thank you for being part of this year's Grand Honors Award ceremony celebrating service and volunteer excellence. Enjoy the rest of your morning, and honorees, just please come to the front for a group photo.